Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rick Taylor back with another episode of that Rick Taylor podcast. And you already know what today is, man. It's Freestyle Friday. One of the best days of the week, you know what I'm saying? We let some of the top artists and some of your favorite artists come up here and rap, And I'm sitting here with my boy, man, a spitter, an artist, you know what I'm saying, a poet. You know what I'm saying? My boy Dukalion. What's going on with you, man?
Man, not much, man. Just blessed to be alive, my brother.
Yeah. Same here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to say welcome to the podcast first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been supposed to did this, but, timing is everything. You was out of town at the time, like in L.A. I'm gonna ask questions about that before we get into rapping. But we like to let the people know who you is and more like about your background. So, you Dukalion, let the people know what you do and like more about you.
Absolutely, yeah. So, like you said, you know what I'm saying. Just a Milwaukee spitter, 53206. You know what I'm saying. That's what I rep. Born and raised out here. Just moved back from L.A. After the last 12 years, basically. Yeah, man, just somebody who loves the culture, loves the local scene, and just loves music in general, and just want to pursue it and at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? I consider the music I make upper ground hip hop. It's everything you love about underground, but with the mainstream sensibility. Yeah. So that's the vibe I'm coming for.
That's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I met you a while ago. You know what I'm saying? It was like before 2010, really. It was like 2008, 7 or something, somewhere. 2007, bro. Yeah. Like, and
probably even 06, honestly.
Probably so. You know what I'm saying? Probably so. And then you know what I'm saying? Like, you've been the same, like a spitter. Like, you really been true to your craft. You know what I'm saying? And to your penmanship and stuff like that. And you one of those artists that, like, really give you something to think about, really, speak your mind and put the art in the music, you know what I'm saying, your life. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to see you still doing music and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people from back in the day and our generation and stuff like that kind of slowed down and all that.
Right.
But, that was my whole reason behind making this platform is for people like myself or artists who I always wanted to know more about to have a place to come and tell their story in the city. And now you was in L.A. Like, how long you was in L.A.?
Yeah, man. So in L.A. itself, I was there for about 9 years almost, and California 12. I was in Central Cali for a little bit as well, and then moved back last year. Yeah, man, LA is a beautiful city, a lot of opportunity. I've been blessed to do a lot of cool things while I was out there. And to keep it a buck, it's also tough, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not, you know what I'm saying, making a certain amount, then, it can be a little tough to live there on the day-to-day. But, sometimes you got to take a step back to take two forward, and I did. So.
Right, and that was dope, man. Like, you moved out to L.A., period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you saying, like, L.A. can be expensive, and then also, like, it's just a different experience. Like, we went out there, with the gangs and everything and stuff like that. Yeah. Did times ever get hard to the point, like, where it was becoming too expensive, or did you have a run-in with people, like you're not from here, like gangs and stuff like that?
As far as the expensive part, yeah, definitely. I mean, I ain't gonna cap to you. Like, most of my time out there was, scraping to get by. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I had some, even when I had decent jobs, like, it was still the commute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have a car, so, like, Uber was eating up most of my checks. So, you know what I'm saying? It definitely took a lot to be out there, but you know what I'm saying, if you out there for a reason, you pursuing dreams and whatnot, then it's worth it. Yeah. For a while, I had lost the love for the game, and you know what I'm saying, stopped pursuing it. But fortunately, I got it back, and shout outs to Twan Mac and Griselda Records for that, because seeing elder statesmen in hip hop pursuing it, and I was 28 at the time. I was like, man, if they can do it at the level that they doing it at, then I ain't got no excuse. So, but as far as the gang situation, not too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't ran into people, and had some decent. For the most part, decent interactions. Yeah. I had it's like some people trying to bang on me or whatever, but it never escalated to anything. I didn't pay it no attention. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a cool dude. I'm neutral. I don't bang nothing. Only thing I throw up is Saf's crew. You know what I'm saying? For anybody who always see me throwing this up, you know what I'm saying? This is it represents a laser gun. You know what I'm saying? Like we shooting light into the darkness. So you know what I'm saying. Shout outs to the whole Savs crew. So.
That's dope. I'm glad you brought that up, man, because I wanted to ask you about Savs crew. Like, you know, I had interviewed Blizz like about the top of the year, the beginning of the year, and I was just asking him questions about the Savs crew, man. Like, man, y'all is dope, bro. Like just to see them type of spitters and creatives all together. And I used to, like, I don't lie, I used to be really wanting to be Savs crew for a minute, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But Savs crew is dope, man. How did you become a part of Savs crew?
Man, shout out to Blizz, first and foremost. So actually, like, Savs crew was formed before I, became a part of it. And I actually was in a Black Achievers program with the homie Crux Holmes. So shout outs to Crux. He's best friends with Blizz and whatnot. And I met Blizz through my boy Direct. My boy Direct, who's part of the Savs crew. He did a song with them and opened up for Nas. Back in like October of 2008. So that's the first time I met him. And then like we had just, been running into each other at different shows.
Right.
Me Artistic and Direct, we all like got cool and started making music together and just linking up. And then they had a relationship with Classic. So it was us four. We basically all joined Savs crew at the same time. Blizz like invited us over and just asked us to join the crew and whatnot because we were rocking with what he was doing, him and the crew, and they was rocking with what we were doing, so it just made sense.
Right, and that was dope, bro. Like to see y'all thrive as a nice movement and stuff like that. Are y'all still rocking today?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now as far as like how it was 10, 15 years ago, maybe not to that extent, but I know I'm still throwing it up. I know, Blizz still got it on his handle. He still throw it up. And I'm still cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still cool and got love for each other. Every time we see each other out, you know what I'm saying? I'll go to, a classic show or, you know what I'm saying? If I know, I ain't seen him yet, but VVG, my boy Vincent Van Great, you know what I'm saying? If he got something going on, I'm always supporting, you know what I'm saying? So, them still the guys, me and Artistic, that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? So like we still thick as thieves and you know what I'm saying? I'm until we like officially break up or something. And like even then, like we were always more of a collective than like a group. You know what I'm saying? So
and that was the beauty in it. Like, everybody had their own thing but come together as form this tribe, like this dope brotherhood. So shout out to y'all and Savs crew, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out to the gang.
Yeah, y'all know Savs crew. Yes, now, sir. Before we get into the bars, man, I want to ask you one more question. Like, what do you have coming right now? Like, what's going on with you?
Man, a lot. So I have so The Journey of the Lost Ark is the name of the project that I've been culminating for the last over a decade now. And I decided to break it up into 3 parts. And as a storytelling MC, I decided to call them books as opposed to parts. So I got book 2 coming out. The Journey is already out now for, those of y'all who are unfamiliar. Check it out on all platforms. But Lost, book 2 is coming out at the top of the year. And I'm looking for, I guess this is the first official announcement, but I'm looking for a January 30th release. Okay. So inshallah, you know what I'm saying? It'll be coming January 30th. And then, I got a couple collaboration projects. I got a project with my boy The Crown coming. We're actually dropping a single at the top of the year as well for our project. And I'm like sitting on 2 finished products and like got 5 on the stove. So
that's dope, man. That's dope, man. I can't wait to hear it, man, because it takes a time like to cook up some real dope material. You know what I'm saying? Some one of them ones. So I can tell this is gonna be one of them ones for sure. Let me squeeze one more question here. Yeah. I gotta ask you this question, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. First one is I gotta ask my artists these questions, especially my spitters. Top 5. What's your top 5 classic hip hop albums?
Ooh, See, it always changes, man. And then the fact that Nas like dropped 6 albums in 3 years like doesn't help the case because I don't know which Nas album to pick. Fuck, that's a heavy one. Okay, greatest album of all time in my personal opinion is Aquemini by Outkast. So that's number 1. Number 2 is insert Nas album here. You know what I'm saying?
Any Nas album pretty
much. Supreme Clientele by Ghostface Killah is high on my list.
That's dope.
Only Built for Cuban Links as well. And man, you know what? I got to throw a J album in there. So for the sake of it, I'll just say Reasonable Doubt.
There you go. That's dope, man. I like that, man. That's a good list right there. Some dope classic hip hop right there for y'all, man.
Yes, indeed.
Man, now this last one right here, man, before you bring the bars, this might be tough, but then again, I don't know. I'm trying to see how I want to go with it. Should I say Mount Rushmore or top 5 artists of all time?
I could do top 5.
Top 5. Give me top 5 artists of all time.
For sure. Oh, okay. Damn. All time. Okay,
that
see,
be hard.
that's harder because like I have a top 5 personal favorites that I can do.
So your personals.
Okay, my personal favorites. So I don't want nobody coming at my neck.
Right.
But in this order: Nas, Jay-Z, Ghostface Killah, Outkast, both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Put them as a group,
right? And Lupe Fiasco.
That's dope. That's dope. That's deadly. That's dope,
man. Phenomenal.
That's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised you said Lupe because I remember we used to be Lupe fans back in the day.
Man,
like Lupe still doing his thing and stuff like that too, man.
Salute.
A lot of spitters really look to Lupe pen.
Man, like
for sure.
Those who know, you know what I'm saying, like know he one of them ones.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That pen is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just to hear you say all these artists, and you know, like you like you know, it's good to have these artists that like shape and help build your pen and your your way of rapping and doing music. So it's good to see it like take from these people or learn from these people. Like, okay, I like this, but I want to be like this, and it's a mixture. You know,
that's exactly how I formulated my style.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I can hear it. So without further ado, man, I ain't gonna do too much talking, man. You ready to bring the bars now?
You already know it.
Hey, man, you already know what it is, man. Like we do around this time on Freestyle Fridays, we let the artists drop, they bars. So without further ado, let's get it, my boy.
Let's do it. Woo. Man, appreciate you having me on the podcast, my brother.
For sure. Appreciate you coming. Rick Taylor Podcast.
Of course. Yes, sir. I go by the name of Dukalion. Follow me at SAFS_DK. So,
talk to him.
Count all my blessings on an abacus. Study supreme mathematics. I ain't talking calculus. So ahead of my time. This moment is my past and my future inspired the emerald tablets. Cracking crab over vermicelli. Says she never tasted oysters. Kimchi on the chopsticks. Green bag full of forces. The 40th anniversaries came with a toothbrush. Silver on the swoosh. Silver surfer in the booth. It's that couth, debonair nigga that they call Duke. Known for standing for his people and he always spit his truth. Still nobody has imagination like him in the brew. Plus he handsome and enchanting, really that's just how we do. Does he still rep his crew? Well shit, do 1 and 1 equal 2 or does the sky still blue? Y'all think it's too sweet, I'm type 2, diabetes through haikus. Okay, you're a beast, but what's animals to a kaiju? My block sounds like Western saloons outside at high noon. How can I inspire goons to become tycoons? That's gonna take a lot of showing and a lot of proving to produce more Edward Snowdens and Huey Newtons. Ain't seen nobody rapping dressed like this since Lupe in 06. I'm here to teach these new dogs old tricks. Japanese whiskey, $45 a shot. Told the bartender, give me the cheapest version you got. Came out to 25 for a double, told her to keep the change. I'm balling out on a budget, not quite in FIFA range. I'm part healer, part art dealer. The dark wilder, arc builder, dark heart concealer. More money, less murder, less homicide. More owners that look like us and not the bluest eye. I'm something like if Michael Jai trained with Cobra Kai. You the type to feel the vibe check and wreck the whole night. I'm the type they have a threesome with soon as they meet me. Babies and animals with anxiety quick to greet me. I've seen my energy keep evil at bay. I seen this cholo try and creep me, but instead I passed him the haze. Lasted a Gnostics, killed Templar Knights in my past life, and still the type to give a fraction of my last slice. Posted up in DTLA, smoking this gas. Gave this homeless brother my roach and a shirt off my back, and I was barely getting by, surfing couches and shit. But when you bless others, pay it forward, you bitch. The lost poet that was found in the Higgs field, always in touch with them niggas that'll keep them cigs filled. Cougars and brats, you can call Ripley's, I can prove it perhaps. Double majored in the school of hard knocks, and a student of rap. Can float on any 808, but I prefer boom bap. But it's all about balance, like Nigel Houston on the rail grinding through the challenge. Yuto Horigami, you gon' watch me stick the landing. Yuto Horigami, you gon' watch me stick the landing. Exactly as I planned it, damn it.